Good day, viewers in the diaspora. I have come back once again with another big shot. Yeah, with another big shot, and I want every one of you to stay tuned as we go about this. We are driving to somewhere, so this moment we're going to be talking about who should I marry. It's like a question, who should I marry? I know this is very interesting. Everybody wants to know who they should marry. Yeah, because there is a lot of confusion in this world. A lot of things. We have Nollywood movies, we have Hollywood movies, we have India movies, we have Philippines movies, and we have a lot of things and what we have watched in the movie. But now we want to come back to the reality check, or who should I marry? Because what should influence, because now the question is that when all these things are in place and there are a lot of divorce, there are a lot of break hearts and they break down. You understand why all these things? Now, I want you to just pay attention, because this will help you to screenline your reality. All right. So, who should I marry? That is arguable biggest project you ever taken. Since I don't have a front view seat to your dating life yet, I can't give you a name. I can't tell you, oh, you will marry Ada, or you will marry Favor, or you will marry Ebuka, or you will marry no. I am not at that front row seat to tell you yet. But I can give you a blueprint. I can just give you something you have to look at as you are, screenlining on who you should marry. So number one is that forget the spark for a second. Forget the spark for a second. Sparks are great for starting fires, but they don't keep the house warm. You understand? Sparks are great in starting fire, but they don't keep the house warm. So number one, the first thing you should consider, the first blueprint you should look at is the default setting match. Marry someone whose natural states you actually enjoy. Now, I don't want to spend eons of time on this, but I just want you to see. Marry someone whose natural state you actually enjoy. Now, the question is that you met a guy now and you are trying to change this guy. There are a lot of things you can change, that is true. But let me tell you, there are things you cannot easily change. So the best thing is that if you are not comfortable with that particular thing, either you give way or you enjoy it all along. Take it just that way. Because now look at somebody who his own parents, his mother and father. A friend of mine was telling me that his mother always beats hell out of him. That her mother always beat hell out of him, and for a particular thing, until today, he's still doing it. You understand? So you say, once my mother beats the hell out of me, is it you that is a wife that cannot beat me that will change that particular behavior? Now, do you see now? So if you are coming into this guy or life, or into this girl life, and you discover this thing has been something that have lasted for years of time, maybe from birth, and you can't enjoy this, there is no need of trying to change or trying to stay because he have money, because he's fine, or because he's this, that you just want to, let me try if he can change. You can't change anybody. So the default setting, marry someone whose natural state you actually enjoy. That's number one. If you marry someone expecting a software update, I am so sorry, you might not actually get that, because this is the most biggest problem. This is the most issues of the divorce. I have listened, and even I have some lot of divorce cases in my hands right now, and I am as these are a lot of things. Don't hope for that guy to change. Hoping that we become more ambitious, cleaner, or quieter, you are setting yourself up for a system crash. I bet you are setting yourself for a system crash, because they ain't not going to change. Okay, so now we move to the second one, the conflict partner. The conflict partner. When you are considering who you should marry, number one is the default setting match. All right, the one you easily fall into lines with. Everything about him, you just like it that way. You understand? He sleeps in the dirt, you love the dirt. He is a type that is that clean and well systematic, and you love it. That's okay. Then the second one is the conflict partner. Choose who is your conflict partner. You should not marry someone you have not had issues with. In fact, something happened to me. Sorry, I am sharing this. Maybe the person might listen to this too and might feel offended, but I'm sorry with all due respect. I have a friend of mine who has always been there. I have had several issues, but I always complain about her until I met a new person who is like, oh, nothing, this. Or the first day I exhibited my way of scrutiny, she become a blast. In fact, it is almost, if not for one thing, my number would have been blocked. You understand? So you see, this person have been managing that's my system, but this other person become a blast. So that is it. As a guy, don't condemn somebody who does not, maybe you have issues with over a lot of things, and maybe she complains about different things about you, and now you met a new person, you try to pretend, you even tell the next person about how this person, the bad areas of how this person is not meeting it up, and you have not shown that next person that thing that might actually show the same episode to that new person. If that new person can handle that thing well, okay, you are good to go. But if that new person is not much better than the other person, better go back. I assure you, better go back. So you said that you not gonna marry a new that is worse, who your ex can be more better than. All right. So you should marry the person you should not marry a person who you have never have a fight with. You should marry and what I'm talking about fight is not bullying your bullying, beating, fighting, like fight up. No. That means that you can exchange words, or maybe things might naturally go well, and all the rest. You are trying to state out your issues. All right, let me know if I flub this. So you should not marry somebody who you have not had a fight with. Number 3 is the core value alignment. Now here, chemistry is non-negotiable, but shared value are the glue. Chemistry is not negotiable, but shared value are what? The glue. Check for alignment. And when we're talking about alignment, in the areas of your finance, that's one. Secondly, in the areas of your religion, are you aligning in one faith? That is the second thing. If you two are not properly aligned, because now what is alignment? If you align with me in the areas of my faith, you will be happy and join me and support me in my faith. But if there is no alignment, or if you just accept because of marriage sake, you will punish me, because things about my faith we will not value them. Now finance too. Are we aligning in our finance? Now I do ask any girl, can you have a one account with me? It isn't even, in fact, when I ask this question, they think it's because of them. Most of the rich ones really like no, because you want to see all of my money and all the rest. But it is on my own side. I'm even the risky part, because now there are a lot of things that I might not say at this live media talk, but there are things deep down I know. You understand? So it is for your own good, but sometimes they misinterpret. So, but when you are not aligning at that particular financial area, are they a type that save for the rainy day, or are they the one that treat themselves? They don't have, their money is their money, and the husband money is our money. Be careful. Now, a family too have a proper agreement on kids, or and how many kids you should have. You understand? And the influence in families, how have a proper agreement on how the girl family comes in and how the guy family comes in. Have that agreement. Then number 4 is the boring day test. The boring day test. Life isn't a highlight reel or a vacation or a wedding. It is mostly things that you do after that wedding night. That is when life starts. The doing of the dishes and deciding what to have for dinner. Marry the person who makes the boring part of life real easy for you and safe. You understand? Marry that person who make it real easy and safe. Then finally, the quick reality check here that says, look for someone who is kind when they are tired, stressed, or hungry. Look for someone who is kind when they are not somebody who bites you when they are tired, when they are stressed or hungry. Anyone can be a delight when things are going well. That's why I say that all women are good when there is money. You see, as I am rich in the Lord right now, it's the right time for me talking to you will find a wife, because every girl becomes good when there is money, when everything is good. Do you understand? So, but when the Wi-Fi goes out, you now see the other parts which you are not able to see. God bless you. I know that this channel has been so interesting, and stay tuned and always share and comment. God bless you.